What's up, fight fans? In today's video,
Es el mayor hipócrita que yo haya visto jamás.
guys, things are really heating up between Islam Makhachev and Ilia Topuria. You can feel it. These two are laying the groundwork for a massive super fight. And honestly, it's starting to feel like it's just a matter of time. Islam Makhachev, who usually doesn't respond much to Ilia, recently fired back hard. And in return, Topuria called him a coward. This could easily turn into the next big rivalry. Something like Khabib versus Conor all over again.
Send me a message, like location, I'm gonna come.
So in this video, we're breaking it all down. What's going on, what the fighters are saying, and what the fans are thinking. Plus a lot more.
Все говорят про его бой с Исламом Макхачевым. Ты как думаешь?
And to wrap up the video, come on, how can we end without Merab Dvalishvili? He just dropped a video of his sparring partner hilariously parodying Sean O'Malley. So let's get into it. And don't forget to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate the support. It feels like we just watched a super fight slip right through our fingers. It was right there. Everyone was pumped thinking we might finally get Islam Makhachev versus Ilia Topuria at UFC 317. But then, boom, it's gone. After Bilal lost, it was only a matter of time before Islam made the jump to 170. The timing lines up too perfectly. And recently, Dana White just announced that Makachev is giving up his lightweight belt to move up and fight the Aussie champ later this year. And it kinda makes sense. If Islam beats Jack at welterweight, it's unlikely he'll hang around there too long. More likely, he'll come right back down to 155 and try to win the belt back. That way, he'll look like a two-division champ and still be fresh for a big money fight in his own weight class. From a business perspective, it's smart. Let's be real. If they booked Topuria versus Makachev now, only one of them would be champ, because Topuria just gave up his featherweight belt to move up. Instead, Topuria will fight Charles Oliveira for the vacant lightweight title. Either way, this sets up an interesting path for Makachev. He can return to lightweight for a big fight later. If Topuria wins, fans finally get the dream matchup, two champs in the octagon. And Makachev would be in a better position. He wouldn't risk his belt, but he could take Topuria's. That's way less pressure for him. But not everyone's happy about it. Topuria, for one, is calling Islam a straight-up hypocrite.
Es el mayor hipócrita que yo haya visto jamás. A mí me decía que no me quería dar la oportunidad porque era el chico pequeño, y ahora el chico pequeño es él, que está buscando la misma oportunidad que yo estaba buscando. Entonces es como criticabas una decisión, una acción mía cuando tú estás ahora mismo haciendo lo mismo. Es como no he visto más hipocresía en mi vida, pero...
Su manager, Ilia Topuria, en una entrevista ha dicho las siguientes palabras, y es que tendrías que darle las gracias a Islam Makhachev por haber dejado el cinturón vacante.
A mí me tendría que dar las gracias a Ali por no haberle metido una paliza a su estrella, y que el día de hoy que todavía tenga un valor y que tenga algo de credibilidad es gracias a mí. Era la pelea que todo el mundo quería ver, yo estaba dispuesto a hacerla, me había preparado, había puesto encima de la mesa todo lo que estaba en mis manos, y se escaparon. Desde un principio nunca en ningún segundo aceptaron el combate.
Volviendo un poco al tema de Ali, declaraciones suyas, no sé qué reacción tuviste cuando leíste que todo estaba firmado en realidad y solo hacía falta que Belal ganara para que vuestra pelea se produciera.
Mienten, son mentirosos. Eso es una pura mentira, eso no es la realidad. Pero al mismo tiempo le entiendo porque es su trabajo. Su trabajo es limpiar las mierdas que sus clientes dejan, ¿no?
Ilia, ¿tienes pensado subir a peso welter a perseguir a Islam para que deje de huir, como comentabas?
Pero ¿para qué perseguirlo? Tipo, si alguien huye, tampoco hay que hacerle bullying. Si huye, hay que dejarlo escapar. Yo tampoco quiero pelear con gente que no quiere pelear conmigo.
Topuria's words clearly pissed Makachev off. The Dagestani didn't just respond, he went nuclear, spelling out exactly why he wants nothing to do with Topuria. Difference between me and you, that I cleaned top list in my division, moved to next, but you ran away from two contenders. You are nobody in lightweight division, just a big mouth from Spain with nice haircut, go get a lightweight belt and we can talk, boy. And of course, Topuria didn't stay quiet. He fired back at Makachev after Islam called him a nobody in the lightweight division. Ilia clapped back hard, saying, "The difference between you and me is that I am a man and you are a coward. I speak and fight. You talk and hide. Run away far, leaving no trace. Ty malinki pacan. You're just a little boy." Things are definitely heating up. You can feel the tension building. These two are laying the foundation for a massive super fight, and honestly, it's starting to feel unavoidable. This could be the next big rivalry, something like Khabib versus Conor all over again. Fireworks guaranteed. Fans didn't stay silent after Ilia Topuria called them hypocrites, and one fan commented, "Who cares at this point? It's all just talk. The fight is at least a year away. They both have fights in front of them they could lose." This back and forth should have happened before UFC 315. Too late now. Definitely unfinished business here. I see this fight happening at some point depending on the outcome of their respective fights this summer. There's too much beef to ignore. This is the dumbest beef ever at this point. They literally had the chance to settle it in the cage, and they didn't. Now we're just gonna watch them go back and forth on Twitter for the rest of their careers. I don't understand why you people are confused. Dana said Islam isn't pound for pound because he beat a smaller Volk, and you all say he only beat featherweights. He's defended his belt 4 times and wanted to move up before Ilia even fought for the title. Yes, that's true. Islam has been talking about his plans to move up a division for a long time.
I'm gonna take this belt, defense like 3-5 times, and I'm gonna come to welterweight division.
But when the fans wanted to see this fight so badly, he could have stayed to make that historic bout happen. In the end, maybe this is all for the best. If both men get past their next opponents, the UFC won't be able to avoid it. This fight will happen, and let's be real. Islam knows that if he retires without facing Topuria, fans will bring it up for the rest of his life.
Now, Islam is one of the greatest lightweights of all time, in my opinion. I think he surpasses Khabib, just based on how active he's been. I know some people think he hasn't been the most active. Oh, he's not very active. In terms of Khabib's run, I think Khabib had a total of like 13 or 14 UFC fights. I think Islam is already past that, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure.
Khabib's title run is definitely better.
I mean, is it though? I mean, but he's got more wins. It might be better because he's fought all 55ers. Okay, I give him that. But in terms of
it was like
wins,
Justin Gaethje, Dustin Poirier, Max Holloway, Ally Quinta. I think those are better.
Max Holloway. Who fought Max Holloway?
Didn't Khabib? No, he didn't fight Max. He fought. Who was the other one? I mean, I'm getting cooked for that. Who was the other one? Connor.
Yeah. He had a great run. I'm not saying, but I'm just talking wins, consecutive wins as a champion. I think Islam is up there. I think, in my opinion, he surpassed him because of all the wins of the credible guys he's beaten to get to the belt, and then the guys he's beaten for the belt. Yeah, I know the Volk one, you could say he's a 45er, but he beat the guy who was pound for pound at the time. Yeah, the short notice one, I get that as well. But to do what he did to do Bronx, the way that he did it was super impressive. And I think there's got to be some respect on that. And of course, Dustin Poirier, after losing multiple title fights, he made a lot of good adjustments. And then for Islam to beat him the way that he did, you know, he had to grit it out. It wasn't an easy fight. It was back and forth. Came down to the 5th round, in my opinion. He got to finish.
Jack Della's head coach studied Makachev versus Poirier on the flight back from Canada. Here's what he said.
I had a lot of time on my hands in the last X amount of hours coming back from Canada, and I watched a bit of footage on Makachev, in particular the Poirier fight. And, you know, I've never watched Makachev before as a potential opponent. I've always just enjoyed him fighting because he's brilliant to watch. But I think Jack will knock him out.
What was it in the Dustin Poirier fight that led you to that conclusion as you were flying back on a shitty Virgin flight in Canada?
Well, the first jab he took, Poirier only hit him once in the first round, and the first jab he took, when he got the takedown afterwards, he was like wincing and like rubbing his iron. I just feel like he's not used to taking damage. He's not used to being in tough fights with someone pushing the pace, and he's been knocked out before. So, and Jack's got size on him, but Bilal's the perfect like warm-up fight if you're going to fight Makachev. So, but anyone.
Gilbert Burns also agrees that Jack Della Maddalena is deadly on the feet.
JDM is one of the guys that I fought that hits the hardest. Both of them. I was able to wrestle him, kind of control him a little bit. At the end, the guy did his thing. I ate a beautiful knee. So you can feel it was not a stiff jab, it was just like pick, and then poof. Wow, that guy hits hard. You gotta watch out with that.
Since it looks like the fight between Makachev and Topuria won't be happening anytime soon, here's what Khamzat Chimaev had to say when someone asked him about that potential matchup.
Все говорят про его бой с Исламом Макхачевым. Ты как думаешь, хочешь ли ты этот бой, или может, чтобы он, может, с Арманом даже подрался лучше?
Я хотеть, мне не хотеть, никакая
Ну, как
разница,
зритель.
Зритель, я особо как раньше, там, сверхъестественно сидеть, смотреть все бои.
Да.
Конечно, Ислама бой, Топури бой, это самые от них, которых сейчас разговаривают, хотят фанаты этот бой. Наверное, я посмотрел, как фанат, был бы классно. Хороший бой получился, оба хорошие бойцы, хорошие и достойные друг друга.
Ну, громкий бой был бы как будто.
Да, конечно.
As for Charles Oliveira, he shared his own reaction after finding out he was getting another shot at the lightweight belt.
And everyone started yelling, the kids screaming and all that. Training had just ended and so on. I grabbed the phone, saw thousands of messages, went straight to Diego. That's it. Let's go. We're ready. 46 days. 46 days for this belt to return where it never should have left. We'll focus on what matters, stay sharp, and make it happen. I'm not fixated on their moves, but on what we can bring and take. My team will map out Tupola so we can plan our game. My focus is what I'll bring to the fight. We're more than ready and prepared for this fight, right? Tough opponent, but I know my power. I'll go all in, fulfill my promise, and get that belt.
From what we've seen, he's fired up and motivated, ready to go to war again. You can tell he's taking this chance seriously. For him, it's not just another fight, it's redemption, a way back to the top. And to wrap up the video, come on, how can we end without Merab Dvalishvili? It's never the same without him. He just dropped a video of his sparring partner hilariously parodying Sean O'Malley.
Okay. Minute 15 left in the round. Step in on the next one. One block, 2, 3. I'm just look. Traditionally, a lot of us like going with the right hand. Hard steps again. Come on, baby. Let's go, Jam. Come on, Jam. I thought it was you in there. Who's in there?
If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We will be very grateful.